Hello YouTube, today we're going to be doing a quick little tutorial on how to do custom stages without source code. So using a mods folder such as this, we're not using any source code, this is only using this folder. So start off, you're going to want your assets. I'm going to be recreating the release stage from Smoke 'Em Out Struggle. It's pretty simple, and with Keck 1.9.3, it's pretty easy to do. So to start off, we have our template mod right here. Really good for not really having to do any work for setting up the structures, but we only need our shared images, and if you really want to, but whatever, we're just doing stages and that's it. So to start off, it's going to be different if you already have a mod and you just need a stage. But basically, to add the stage, you want to create a underscore append, the data stage list, and I already made. There's a custom stage built in this, so, but whatever. Let's just name it release for now, and then go to stages, delete this, we won't need it, and then create a new file called release.hx. It can be HSC, it can be hscript, but I prefer hx because Visual Studio Code likes it better. So once we're in this folder or file, we can type function create, and this is where all the stage code gets loaded. So first, before we get into the code, we want to make sure we have our images. So I'm gonna copy this and put it in shared images, and just put it right here. The only images we really need is stage back and gar smoke, because a normal sprite and an animated one. So now that we have our images, I can go ahead and delete this. Now we can get onto the code. So we have stage back and gar smoke. So we can make a variable called back, make it a flick sprite 00, or wait, equal new flick sprite 00 for now. Dot load graphic to load the graphic. Has.image for our normal image. And we have it gar stage back, so we just do gar stage back. And for the library, shared, because we have it in our shared folder. And then this is pretty important. If you want anti-aliasing, it's by default it's your saved data, but if we want it to be false, we can have it as false, or if you want to force it to be true no matter what, you can just do true, but leave it how it is. And for a little bit of optimization, if you're not having it move around or anything, you can just set moves and active to false. Although I'm gonna keep this true, because we're going to be moving in a little bit in the stage editor. And then the really important bit is swag backs. And what this is it stores it. It's an array of sprites. So the stage editor, and you can access it from playstate or a script, a different script or whatever. But this is important. But and to add it, all you need to do is just to add .push back. And if we open the game, go ahead, skip through, go to the chart editor. Our stage is here, and if we hit enter, I might have messed up. Okay, there. We have our background, but it's not exactly right yet, so, and we need the smoke, so let's go ahead and add the smoke. But this time, we need to do smoke.frames equal pass.get sparrow atlas gar smoke shared. And then for the image, we just do smoky instance. Smoke.animation.add by prefix, I believe. Make it idle, because we want it to play every beat. Actually, there's a couple ways to do this, but let's name it idle anyway. And I don't know how many, what the frame rate is, but let's have it on 20. It's by default, it's 24, but let's have it 30. And the first way we can do this is animated backs smoke equal smoke. And I think that'll add it. You don't have to do to add.push. Let's see. Stage editor. No, okay. I forgot the name. The name of the variable we want. It is animated backs, yeah. Could it not find the image? Maybe you do have to do to add push. Make it reload the stage. Okay, so yeah, you do have to do that for the anime. I'm thinking of lay in front, which we'll get to that in a little moment. But now that we have our animated backs, you know, it's just doing that every beat. It's playing the animation. But in this case, it doesn't look good, and we actually need to scale it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back here and do that. So another way to do it is to just make it swagbacks and just do smoke.animation.play idle true. I think that'll make it loop properly. And then if we load it up again, the animation plays like it's supposed to. Not, it is a little fast, so it's supposed to be 24. Then if we reload the stage, it should play it at the right animation. You'll notice that little bug, the little white thing. I don't know why it's an image issue, the smoke. But let's get to positioning. This little help thing right here that makes it so much easier if you don't know what you're doing. So the hsgf is pretty, it's pretty simple. You uncheck it and it vanishes. And then you can select your character, player, the opponent, and the GF version. But we're not going to have GF, so let's forget she ever existed. So we move player, and I don't know why she's still there. If we reload again, it should fix. No? No? Okay, whatever. Don't mess with GF. She's not there. When we move the opponent. We can also change the if we press shift, we can move stuff around the background, and if you want to move things back again, you can just press shift again, and you can, very, very simple. Now, if you press A and D, it will change the transparency. So, very, very simple. Let's have it as 0.7 for now. But let's get into lay in front, because lay in front is pretty cool. So lay in front, basically, it'll cover up the character. Let's add GF real quick. And let's put her right in the middle. So lay in front for 0, I think. It should not supposed to crash. It'll layer the sprite over GF, but not the dad or the player. So, and 1, if we reload, it'll do it in front of the opponent, but not the player. And 2, will do it over the player, over everyone. It's like on top of everything. So that's very cool and all, but this isn't everything. First we need to make this bigger. So let's do scale.set. Let's make it 2 times bigger and update the hitbox. Now it covers the entire stage. .6. If you press F4, it'll hide the info. I feel like there should be another smoke thing behind that. I'm sure there's supposed to be, but I don't know if the background is transparent. Let's try it actually. And we just do a normal to add, not push. Okay, whatever. I swear there's supposed to be a different smoke behind that, but... Or maybe it's supposed to be behind the characters and one in front of it. I think that does sound right. I don't know, it's been forever since I've done anything here. No. Okay, whatever. It's not going to be perfect. This is just an example. So, pressing enter reloads the stage and the data for it. So, okay, that's cool. Let's get back to where we were. So, we got the smoke characters in their proper position, air quotes. But we don't want to have to, we don't want it to be a mess. We want it to save the data properly. So I try to make these even numbers because it looks better. And what's the alpha for the smoke? I think that looks best. We can just set smoke alpha equals 0.6. 75, whatever. Camera position is really important right here. And let's turn on static camera because then the camera won't move in between the two characters. So when I do this, I want to have the HUD not visible because it makes positioning the camera easy. So if you press F12, it'll save the properties. So if I hit F12, go to here, template, data, stages. If you just save the JSON there, it will have all of the data, all the character position, the camera position, the camera zoom, and I forgot to move the smoke and the code negative 140, negative 400. Okay. Now the camera will automatically go to here, and we basically have our stage and effects and whatnot. So if we reload, go to release. Why did it crash? Did I forget? It's really bizarre. Is it like a gameplay issue that I forgot? This isn't, this is a development build, so crashes are a little common. No? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's undo the position and see if that fixes it. I'm gonna figure out the issue real quick. I'll be right back in a quick, easy cut. After a little bug with this property, it's fixed now. I fixed it. If we open the game, skip through everything. Let's go to fresh. Go to our stage. we have a static camera with no GF, just like me. And our stage works just fine. And the fact that it works with the stage editor is really neat, because I really didn't have to do anything special for this to function. It just works alongside normal stages really easy. And I do recommend having this JSON for the properties, because I'm sure you probably could maybe do everything in a hex file. The camera position, I know for a fact the camera zoom is broken, setting it here for some unbeknownst reason. And positions are just easier to do here. And these are the character names. It's like, let's have that if we have these guys, and by the way, it somehow fixed the issue with the yeah, anyway. If we save our file again, it will update the positions. So if you're having multiple characters per stage, it's best to just copy this, then go back to these, move you up to where I think you were. And it will work if we reload. If we go down to Senpai, and hit the reset character position, it will go to the right spot. And that's pretty much all you need to know about stages. In terms of just loading, there's step hit. So if we just do debug.log trace step and do the same for beat hit, if we reload our stage, wait, the camera zoom broke. Okay, actually we can access the stage editor from this really neat menu that I spent a little bit of time on. If we reload, reset character position, zoom in a little bit, save because we don't really want him there, format, go back, for some reason you are there, I don't know why. Okay, must have not did it. It didn't do it properly when we loaded this. Yeah, okay. Noted, will fix. Probably be fixed in the next version. But now it should fix itself. Yeah. Okay. If we quickly go to you can use this is basically all the stuff. This does exist, really neat function, because I mean it should, if it detects a script, it will say it's true anyway. So you shouldn't need to manually set that. But you can use cameras, you can do characters in this file. But anyway, in our logs, if we go here, it's tracing our steps in beats. So, you know, if you make these variables outside of the create, it'll be a little easier, but let's remove these, reload. Let's just do swag backs smoke dot alpha minus equals 0.05. So now every beat it'll get slowly invisible, and then every step it'll basically fight itself on what it wants to do. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's basically all of the stuff you need to know for this very neat function of creating stages with hscript and a JSON for the properties. And it's really easy to use. I like this system. Swagbacks, really important for the stage editor because that's how you move the objects around. And land front, really neat. Smoke to add animated backs. Oh yeah, so with animated backs, the animation needs to be called idle for it to play every beat. But if it's not, let's just have it smoke. And it'll play just fine. But if we do animated backs, this is gonna crash the game, like, I'm pretty sure. No? Wait. Okay, but it's not working, that's the point, because it needs to be named idle for the animation to play. So if you have the week 5 boppers, these are all using animated backs because they're playing on beat. And a fun little, it plays the songs instrumental. The editor, very nice. So yeah, that's about it for custom stages. Easy, simple to do. Like, anyone can do it.